Multiple sclerosis is a chronic autoimmune disease that affects from 200,000 to 3 million people in the U.S. per year. The autoimmune system eats away at the myelin, insulating the axons of nerves. It requires lab testing to properly diagnose, but some symptoms are vision loss, fatigue, pain, and impaired coordination. So far, the only treatment is to manage the disease medically, slowing it down, but there is no cure yet. Steroids, as well as other injectables, are the only current prescription. Women have a higher risk of developing MS than men. It usually develops from the age of 14 and older. This is when it is most common to occur. Although there is no cure, it is not a fatal disease. One can live just as long, but in much more pain. About 3 years ago, scientists believed that they found a cure for MS in stem cell research. 3 years later, their test subjects are still in remission and appear to be improving significantly. Stem cells, or the idea of a miracle cure, is a way of trying to make healthy cells to replace diseased cells. This is possible because stem cells come from embryos, 3 to 5 days old, that are still trying to decide what they're going to become. They can easily be manipulated by scientists because of this to become whatever they would like. This process is also surrounded by controversies because they essentially create a human baby in a petri dish just to use the cells as pieces and parts. Another form of treatment on the rise is medical marijuana. Most doctors use it as a last resort if all other treatments aren't working because of the controversy with using marijuana. Some reasons for using medical marijuana would be to help with muscle stiffness, spasms, pain, and lack of sleep. This is a demonstration of how a neuron's axon is affected in people with MS. In this demonstration, I will be playing an axon, trying to send a signal to the brain. Nick will be a myelin insulator on me, while Blake plays an antibody that doesn't recognize the myelin, aka Nick. Because the antibody now sees the myelin as a threat to the body, it attacks. This affects the speed of conduction of the signal to the brain, which causes muscles that shouldn't move to move, and that can aggravate anybody. Along a healthy axon in a vertebrate, you would find glia cells or neural support cells that regulate the chemical environment, work as an immune system, and produce myelin. The myelin acts as a fatty insulator around the axon that helps with the conduction of an action potential. As would be expected, without myelin along the axon, the conduction of an action potential signal is slower and uncoordinated. This is the case for people with MS. The immune system is also affected, and in some cases more severely than others. Science needs only to find a way to make the antibodies recognize the myelin as friend, not foe. However, a simple concept doesn't always have a simple solution.